Hey guys, I just wanted to share my experience on Turo. I was gonna record a better quality video that was more thought through, but I just kind of want to get this out. So, I've been on Turo for about 2 years. I started, I think, around COVID, and during that time, the rental car market was down. And so I was able to rent my car consistently, pretty consistently, at around $100-ish a day. The car I have is it's a 2019 BMW 330, and I thought that was cool. It made me some extra money during COVID and after, and people would come to my house, and so it was pretty convenient. I worked at home at a little office that was at my house, and I could get work done if I had a car or not. In November of last year, I bought out my lease. So my lease was ending, and I had the choice, should I buy it or should I just turn it back in? And I thought, well, if I can rent it on Turo more, then that'll pay for the payment, and it's kind of like having a free car. And if I can rent it more than my payment, then I make a little extra money. So, end of November, I literally, while I was in the office signing the paperwork for my loan, I changed my settings on Turo because I think it'd been a few months since my last rental. I had my prices up because I wasn't trying to maximize my rentals. I figured if my prices are up, then I'll get less rentals, but if somebody does rent, then I can give them a good experience, and that's kind of what my focus was. But we moved, and so I changed a couple settings. One of the settings actually is probably a really good idea if you are close to an airport, which I am kind of close to an airport. I'm about 10 minutes away in a car, and I did free delivery at the airport, and this airport's really small, so when I drop it off at the terminal, it's like right in front of the terminal, and so people can come out, find the car super easy, and take off, and it's probably like the easiest possible thing for them. And I also made it so I don't have to approve the booking, so people just book, and if they're going to their airport, and they're fine, they can pick it up, use it, come drop it off. It makes it really easy for both of us. Well, that process. And then what I did is I bought a scooter, like one of those little street scooters that fold, like the ones you can rent like with an app in cities. It's kind of like that. So it cost me probably $400 to rent that, or to buy that. And so I would put that scooter in the back, and I would go drop my car off, and then I would ride away in the scooter. And it was kind of fun. It took me like 20 minutes to get home, and I would unlock the car remotely. So I would keep it locked, and then BMW has an app where I could unlock the car remotely. So then I would unlock the car when they landed. They would text me when they landed, and I would unlock the car. And that actually worked really well. Was getting me a lot of bookings, and I made I don't know, over $1,000 in December, and probably over $1,000 in January. But as I was looking at my life now, I don't work at home anymore. I have an office that I need to go to, and what would happen is I would, if I had a Turo booking, I would have, it's about an hour and a half to get the car ready, to get it washed, to do the pre-rental pictures and all that stuff. And I always made it really nice, so I would wash it every single time. I'd vacuum it before they got it. I'd fill it up with gas, buy waters for them. And so I made the experience really good. And anyway, if you think of the total hours that it would take me, so about 2 hours to get the car ready, and then I have to go pick it up, which takes about an hour. And so that's 3 hours kind of at the least. Not to mention I have to be available if they have questions and stuff like that. That wasn't a big deal. But what I realized is that it was distracting me too much from other things that I wanted to do. And for me, I try to be really disciplined. So when I get displaced from that discipline, like if I have to spend 3 hours in a day making sure that the Turo, that my car gets dropped off, or that I need to go pick it up, or whatever, that was really causing me a lot of problems, because I would go get my car and then I was like, should I go to the office or should I go home? And then sometimes I'd go home and sometimes I'd go to the office, and I didn't like the distraction. If I had it booked a lot, then it just meant I was more distracted. And even though I made a little bit of money, the cost of that opportunity for me was too high. So I do business consulting and coaching, and I can make a lot more than whatever, you figure if it's average of maybe 4 hours per booking, I'd have to make at least $500 at the very least, but ideally a few thousand. And the momentum of the whole thing really would hurt me, because when I get distracted and then I work on other stuff, then it's hard for me to get back into what I need. And my work is very creative, so I don't just show up at a job and get paid for that. I need to be at the top of my game to be creative for people, and I need to be creative in my own business. So so my energy levels and my ability to stay consistent are extremely important for me. So anyway, I realized that although I was making money on Turo and it was consistent and I had a good system around it, if I had to do those things myself, meaning get the car ready, all that, if I have to do it myself, the cost of time was too high, but also not being able to get where I needed to go was too high. And I hadn't really thought about that, because in the other house, I had an office at the house. So anyway, in conclusion, if you want a Turo, I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I like actually serving the people on Turo and giving them a good experience. Uber's fun. I actually like to Uber for fun because I get to meet people. But yeah, I do Turo. I think if I had a normal job and I was just trying to do get money on a side hustle, make a little more, and I didn't really depend on any sort of discipline in my job, if I just showed up, then Turo would be nice. And if you wanted to go down the Turo road, then you could do multiple, and that could just be your thing, and that would be possible as well. I considered that, but Turo really isn't my long-term plan. So anyway, I hope this helped. If you have any questions about Turo, let me know. They're probably wondering, actually, they probably don't even care that I'm off. But yeah, I mean, I actually liked it for a lot of reasons. It's kind of fun. But now we're Airbnb-ing a room in our house, and so that's been really good. My wife takes care of that, so I don't have to. And then I can just focus on what I need to do. And so I just want to do the same thing like every day, go to the office same time every day. Just make sure I'm consistent with what I need. And when I do that, it has a huge impact on my whole life. So Turo is just distracting me from that. So anyway, yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you later.